Hello, my lovely Leos. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome in. This will be for the week of the 22nd going to the 28th of April. We're going to jump straight in. Before we do, make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the reading, okay? Come and join the community over here. But anyway, let's dive in for you, Leo. Let's see what's going on in your energy. I just had a name, Justin. I don't know why that's coming up, but anyway, let's dive in. All right, you have community coming through. So there is a significance around the people around you this week. You could meet new people this week, or again, you could be meeting up with people. You also have between worlds coming in, which is representing some form of glow up. If you've been feeling like life has been a bit dull recently, or you've not been feeling yourself, or you felt like you've been going through quite a crazy chapter in your life, the between worlds is a really good card, kind of saying that you're moving away from that. You are currently in between, so you may still feel like that from time to time. If it's representing an old part of yourself that you're trying to change, if it's representing, again, just a little bit of a tough chapter in your life, you are stepping away from it, which is amazing news. You're walking into a lot more celebration, a lot more confidence. This flamingo has a crown on its head, so a lot of good coming away, feeling like yourself again, feeling like there's a lot more vibrancy into your life as well. It could be coming from somebody, all right, whether you are actually walking into people who are actually a part of your soul tribe, okay, or whether you're getting some advice from someone who's been where you are, okay, so that could be important. All right, let's get you some more. We have loads of cards this week. All right, for my lovely Leos. Oh, well, you have daughter romance coming through. Number 33, you actually have 333 coming through here. So a daughter romance is opening up for you guys. So there, of course, I'm speaking to a bunch of people. So some of you may already be in a relationship. And if that's the case, then there definitely is a little bit more of an unlocking about this relationship. So you could be taking things a lot deeper, getting to know each other's deep thoughts, deep feelings here, whether this is just unlocking a new chapter of this relationship. Okay, so even more love coming away. For those of you who are single, I definitely do feel like you're starting to actually feel ready for love. Okay, you're starting to feel a bit more open to love as well here. So there is that. Let's carry on. I have more for you. For a Leo, please, Spirit. You have confusion, mysticism. Anything else? One more. And soulmate. We're seeing a theme here, but I won't dive into love too much because people get really annoyed with me when I do that. But it just is, if it comes up, I will say it. Most of the time it doesn't come up. So confusion coming through is probably the chapter of your life that you've already been through. Again, some of you may have been dealing with a little bit of like identity issues, or not being certain about what you really want from life, what you are heading towards, etc. You are cleansing that energy now, so this confusion is something that will start to drift away. They're showing me a little bit like the weather. Sometimes we have moments of cloudy moments, sometimes we go through the phases just like the weather does, just like the planet does. They're kind of representing it a bit like seasons. So don't be too harsh on yourself when you've been through like a low moment. It's okay. Maybe you went through a bit of a low week last week or whatever. It's okay to be confused sometimes. Don't get too frustrated with yourself, because sometimes that makes it even worse. I feel like Spirit is around you trying to comfort you within that. Mysticism is interesting because it's kind of similar to community. I mean, this definitely feels like there is a little bit of magic happening for you guys this week, or feeling like the universe is stepping in or interfering with something. I feel like you might have your suspicions like, was this the universe? Like, was this something that was just put in my way? Or something feels very divine, which is good. Mysticism is also a card where, having an unexpected visitor or somebody coming into your life, very unexpected, showing up uninvited, most likely into your life. Again, it could be to do with love. Okay. it could definitely just be to do with a soulmate. Somebody's coming in. It doesn't have to be anyone like that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. It could just be somebody who just randomly says something to you, and it just feels so much like not a coincidence, but like it feels divine. It feels like spirit has put this person here to say this certain thing for a reason, because it does feel like it's going to bring some clarity, some sense of direction in your life, and maybe even also impact your love life somehow as well. Okay, you have soulmate coming through, so definitely feels like either this is going to help you to open your heart and open the door to romance, or it's going to change something in your relationships, but for the better is what it feels like. All right, we also have some keywords for the week, then we'll dive into your tarot reading for Leo. Happiness, I like that. Got some dolphins over there. All right, this says, I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. So for some of you, something's going to definitely change the way that you've been feeling. Should I get another one? I feel like taking another one. And abundance, happiness and abundance. Like, those are really amazing cards to come out for you guys. So the affirmation for abundance is, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So maybe you've been feeling like you've not been manifesting, or again, a bit closed off from spirit. Spirit's coming in saying, hey, we've not forgotten about you, Leo. This is what you need to hear right now. And I do feel like it's going to bring you some sense of clarity, and again, help you with any confusion that you've been feeling. So let's go into your tarot. I actually have new cards here. This is, I think, the Wheel of the Year tarot deck. So for anyone who's interested in knowing what it is, Leo's current energy for the week overall. Okay, I'm going to take the one that's showing itself to me, and it's the Nine of Swords, feeling worried. This is a card of like feeling like you're in a bit of a nightmare, maybe sleepless nights, feeling like maybe you are having nightmares, for example, or just there's definitely something that's bringing in a lot of fear and doubt into your world. So why is this the case? The Queen of Wands. I kind of feel like, and with the moon here, you could be struggling emotionally when it comes down to your confidence. Queen of Wands is a beautiful person inside and out. She's kind, she's caring, she's very ambitious, she's very good at what she does, she's very good at creating ideas, she's a creative person. You guys are that. You are the Queen of Wands, but I feel like the Nine of Swords is like you might be overthinking something about yourself, or overthinking your image, or overthinking your traits. You know, say for example, and I will relate it to love because it's here, but I will move it into your, the same could be applied to your career, for example. I'm just using it as an example. But you know, you could be feeling like maybe because opportunities aren't coming your way right now, or things might not look the way that you want it to look, maybe there's something wrong with me. You know, I feel like you might be asking yourself that, but it's not true. You are the Queen of Wands, regardless of your gender. You are a beautiful person inside and out. The Queen of Wands is very unique, but also is somebody who attracts a lot of good. You are just somebody who radiates and shines. What you're dealing with seems to be some subconscious feelings that might be needed to be dealt with. One more for the Nine of Swords, please, for Leo. You have the Emperor. Some of you might be feeling out of control in your life. And again, if that's the case, you do have these good cards. The Nine of Swords is a bit of like a self-imposed prison. It is more of a mental situation than reality. So I'm not saying what you're experiencing is wrong or it's not true. I'm just saying that you might be really kind of overthinking it a bit too much, that you're actually damaging your own self-esteem, for example. But anyway, the Emperor is about being in control. Maybe you're worried a little bit about somebody in your life. The Emperor can represent like a masculine energy, or a boss, or maybe a father figure, whatever. It's somebody who has a lot of authority or control in their world. So take that however it resonates for you. I feel like you're not feeling yourself, and that's what it feels like. So let's look at what the current blockages are. I can already see it, but let's see. What's the blockages going on for Leo this week? Hermit, the Five of Swords, one more. Okay, you have two more too. Ugh, I felt a bit like icky. I don't know why. I felt a bit like sick or nauseous. I don't know what's going on there. it's gone now. It was just like in the moment. You have the Six of Cups and a Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. A blockage that you guys might have this week. The Hermit is really about reflection. It is about wisdom. So with the Five of Swords, you've definitely been through some sort of conflict in your life, or you could be reflecting on situations that really didn't work out for you. And maybe this is where you are getting yourself in a bit of a spiral. The good thing about this combination here is that the Hermit uses his experiences to gain wisdom. So as long as you are looking at life from that higher up perspective and not repeating the past, it can be beneficial to be in this case. Again, the Hermit has hope, and the Hermit is all about wisdom. And again, understanding something from a higher perspective. And the Five of Swords, again, it feels like that's what you're reflecting on. I do feel like you've been through some disagreements with people, or a little bit of conflict with people, or again, feeling like you've lost in a situation. But the Hermit here is saying like that may be a blockage, but there is something that you can gain from this, like some sort of wisdom you can gain from that loss. There's always a lesson, I say. I mean, it's true. There is always a lesson. Six of Cups and the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is really about, I kind of feel like you're reflecting on times where you've had to really kind of fight for something. It's really a card about protecting yourself from an outside force, feeling a bit attacked from people, or feeling like life is kind of attacking you a bit. Some of you, again, maybe it's your reflection of the past. It could be the thing that's making you feel a little bit less ambitious about the future. Now that is changing, so don't worry about it, but don't let these old experiences make you question what you're able to achieve in your life. You know, these are all things we can learn from. And in fact, the best lessons really come from where we can actually reflect on what didn't work. So we can go, okay, we cross that out. Let's find a different way to do something, whether it's friendships, love, relationships, because for some of you, it'll be very different, whether it's in terms of work, whether it's just your life in general, because for some of you, you are feeling a bit out of control and not confident enough about yourself or your abilities. That's a lie. It's just a fear. Okay. I want to look into your advice, and then I'm going to clarify the rest of your cards for you. What's the advice for Leo this week? The Strength card. Leo, don't you forget about yourself here. You have strength. Okay? You have the force. You have what it takes. That is your card, Leo. So, advice for Leo, please, this week. The Four of Cups. It's a card about feeling jaded or bored. And Three of Swords. One more. As your advice is the Hierophant. Okay. I feel like overall, this is your advice, is to show strength in a situation. Like, don't back down in something. The Four of Cups and the Three of Swords seems to be how you're kind of feeling, and they're wanting you to address this. Four of Cups can be about boredom and feeling jaded and feeling, you know, not kind of satisfied with your life at the moment, but at the same time not really doing anything with it. And Three of Swords is again heartache and pain. So some of you really do need to address something that still might be impacting you now. Three of Swords is heartache, separation. Something is clearly bothering you. You have a lot of swords, to be honest. So air energy. But you also have the Hierophant here. Commitment. This can be commitment to anything in life. Sometimes it's about like a contract. Sometimes I pick up on that in readings. Other times it's like just committing yourself to something. I can read it like that as well. And I feel like it really is about like not accepting defeat in a situation. Not to stay where you are in this kind of like confused energy. And a key message for you is to not allow the past to dictate your future and your present. Like, don't carry that with you. Learn from it. Use it in a sense that you now know, like, I'm almost like they're showing me a little bit of like patching up something. Like once you've patched it up, okay, now we're aware of it. Like that might be a little bit of a weak spot there. So we need to deal with that next time. Like, not exactly sure. But I feel like with the Four of Cups, we do need to get up out of this position that we're in. Otherwise, we're just going to sit in it. All right, let's look at community, because I do feel like somebody is going to come into your life, give you some advice. You have the Moon. All right, deep feelings. And the Two of Pentacles. This is interesting. So because this is clarifying community, Two of Pentacles, I do feel like there could be somebody coming in who actually will give you something to think about. The Moon and the Two of Pentacles is also another message, really kind of representing the need to balance your feelings and emotions, maybe when it comes down to a community. The Moon can represent secrets, yes, but in this case, it's more a little bit of that, like our feelings and emotions, when we're too tied up into the negatives, it can cause a lot of confusion and numbness. The Moon also kind of represents like your subconscious. So these might be feelings that have stemmed back from a long time ago. So Two of Pentacles is about balancing it, so that you can, bring it into balance. But because it's not a Cups card, bear with me, Leo. The Two of Pentacles is really about like solidifying something. So I don't know if they're asking you to, write out how you feel, or really kind of actually address it. So it's no longer just a feeling, but it's something physical or tangible, or it's something that you can actually... They're showing me that. I don't know what they're talking about, Leo. I don't know if any of you will get anything from that here, but it almost is like address the feelings that might be causing an imbalance and write them down, like address them. Once you're aware of something, it really kind of makes it a bit easier to change it, because then when it comes up again, okay, I understand where that's coming from. I understand why I need to get rid of it. Okay. It does feel like there is somebody again who might be a little bit older than you, who might actually give you some wisdom here. If that is what the Hermit energy is, that is Virgo energy, but it's a teacher, a mentor, or even your higher self could be coming through for you, Leo. It's asking for you to kind of listen to that wisdom. Somebody knows what they're saying. The Between Worlds, Judgment, this is an ascension. You guys are going through some sort of like leveling up, actually. Judgment is about truth and clarity. So once you gain some sort of clarity about where you're going, where you're heading, or who you are, that's where things are changing. I don't know if you're seeing a lag on your screen. My apologies. Door to Romance. The Empress. This is about attracting somebody in. Whoever you're attracting is very beautiful. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. So that is really my card of destiny and luck. So for a lot of you, this is really about understanding your worth and actually opening the doors and actually allowing fate to bring somebody in. I do feel like that could be what the change is. For others of you, the Empress could be the person that you're attracting, but it's up to you how that resonates here. But the Wheel of Fortune is about luck. It is about the wheels finally turning here. Things are actually starting to change for you, moving forward. But it does require strength. It does require you to deal with some sort of feelings that you've been sitting in for a bit and commit to something. Hierophant. Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is very similar to the energy we had in the beginning, which is really about kind of being in a self-imposed prison, feeling stuck where you are, feeling like you can't change something, feeling a bit trapped, but there is always a solution. There's always a way around it. When we accept defeat, we stay there. We stay with those feelings. But when we actually say, okay, there is something I can do and I'm going to find a way, the doors open. Okay, you kind of are looking for solutions and not problems, and therefore you'll find what you seek. So pay attention to where your energy is being directed towards, because I think that's what's changing. Instead of walking that way, you're walking this way, which is nice. So committing to a solution could actually help. Okay. Alrighty, Leo, apologies for any lag that's happening through your reading. I'm going to end it there. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want another reading next week and want to see it come up on your feed, of course. They're not talking much about soulmates just yet. Some of you will meet a soulmate this week if it's an Empress here, but it's more about kind of opening yourself up to people this week in community. And I think that will be the thing that actually helps you out here. Okay, but I think it's really about changing your mindset, Leo. Okay, I hope this has helped in some ways. Let me know down below in the comments, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.